Have you ever heard of CACOTOPIA? It's worse than dystopia. CACOTOPIA. Yeah, you may think that there's nothing worse than dystopia. No, actually, this is worse. The difference is the dystopia is a broader term for societies characterized by oppression, totalitarianism, and loss of individual freedom, typically focusing on political collapse or authoritarian control. However, CACOTOPIA conveys a more extreme, nightmarish, and hopeless tone, highlighting the darkest aspects of human society and moral decay. Dystopia can range in severity, but its tone often centers on warning against oppressive systems and the dangers of unchecked power, not always reaching the absolute chaos level. In fact, I forget who it was. Somebody, it was first proposed in 1818 by philosopher Jeremy Bentham as the opposite of utopia, describing a place of the worst conditions. And it didn't necessarily mean the government. It was more, it says here, CACOTOPIA is essentially a worst possible world or a very severe form of dystopia. It comes from the Greek, kakos means wicked, and topos means place, wicked place. And then somebody, after reading, the George Orwell book, 1984, had said, really, that book is more along the lines of CACOTOPIA than dystopia. Because it's more a total destruction of the morals. That's what is destroyed. It's not necessarily because of the government. So, people could say, oh, well, yeah, we just lost our way. I don't know, when you have a society that is so without empathy. And I know there's people that have it, but look, that's why tech is like just, I know people would say tech's done great things for the medical industry because, it gave us EKGs and x-rays. And it's like, that's why I said, if it wants to do its job in the operating room, fine. I have nothing against that end of it. Okay, did it bring charting in? Yes. But all it does is make you check more boxes. And they can say, oh, that's the hospital administration. You guys all work together, okay? You do. You do. You all work together to serve the people at the C-suite who want more money, so they want less staff, and tech is more than happy to oblige all that, okay? That's what this reminds me of. So then while tech or people like Elon want to carry on about there being lack of empathy, it's like, well then Elon, why did you even get involved in tech at all? You thinking that robots are going to bring back empathy is complete BS, okay? People that have empathy would never think for a minute that robots are going to implement. What they want to do is make robots appear nicer than humans so that the robots can be on a bigger, they can be, higher on the chain than you. But the problem is that if you really look at it, it is industries like tech and Silicon Valley that, even though, again, like everything, just like science, at one time, you could trust it. Because they brought us antibiotics, really God did, because they found it. That was found in, God put all that stuff, they found it. Then because again, for those that don't understand it, the pharma is not allowed to take the original stuff because they didn't make it. They didn't put it there. So when they find it, all they can do is synthetically make it. Look it up if you don't believe that. Even though, yeah, they brought us some good things, when we go from a place of 10 children getting 10 vaccines to like 70, it's like, wait a minute, no, that's going in the wrong direction. Why? Because it's like everything. You get so much, you get out of control. And tech is the same way. I mean, between both of those two, and given how much power and money both have, most especially tech, where does just the average citizen even fit anymore? Seriously, where do you even rank? Nowhere. Nowhere. You either have to be on the inner circle, and even then you may not get anywhere, of whatever the administration is, and how much power do they have over the private sector? I mean, did the founders even envision corporate getting out of control? I don't know, because corporate managed to go in and is seen as a personhood, and it's disgraceful, so disgraceful. I've read the arguments behind it, but honestly, when you have enough money to have teams of lawyers in your corporations, and the people that work for you don't have that, and then we're supposed to believe that, oh, a union's going to make a difference. It's like, oh, shut up. And yet you have issues with unions? But see, then they just corrupt the unions, because when they have the amount of money you have in Silicon Valley, or it's so backwards. It's like, I'm not trying to sound all negative. It's just sometimes you just think there's just not a way to fix it. Can it be better? Sure. But I mean, again, it would, I mean, will there ever be anybody that puts the people first? I mean, like, here's the thing. Yeah, will the tax cuts that Trump wants to do help the middle class? And yeah, it would. But as long as you have tech there, Trump, that's going to control what people are allowed to have jobs, what difference does it make? Really? Because tech will, with tech controlling HR, especially in my industry, and just seeing what they've done to me over the past 4 weeks, it's like, well, what difference do your damn tax cuts make then? They're just going to cut people out that have spoken up. Because really, even if tech, because tech has also been the people that have massively toyed with everyone. They have. That with a bunch of people that, and now it's even worse with that VEO3, that people can just type what kind of movie they want and everything, and it'll just put somebody on the screen that they, type in. Like, there's no need for the movie industry at all, but just think about the power that wields, because you wouldn't know. That's the kind of deception level we're at. That's how bad it is. That's way too much power. So, I think, this is past dystopia, and it's not even the government, because what power does the government have? It's been the corporations that have been the problem. And everybody likes to say, oh, well, Trump took down the U.S. corporation. That isn't what the issue is. It's the private sector. They can do whatever they want, and they get away with it. Honestly, it doesn't matter what party. Doesn't. There's never been any president that tries to do anything. Because are they going to go after court? They never will, because it brings in money. And every president is always going to put money ahead of morals. They just will. Unfortunately, they will, for the most part. Are they ever going to put the people ahead of the corporations? No. So then when those conservatives get, Charlie Kirk, whoever it is, there's a heritage, I don't care who it is, that wants to carry on about it's the people's civic responsibility. It's like, yeah, well, the people will be more than happy to, do our part, and we have the last 8 years. But when it ends up just working out for corporate, then that's why people say, you know what, screw this. It's never about the people that our Constitution was supposed to be about. Which, if you think that any of our founders wrote it with big business in mind, think again. Big business should remember that. But quite frankly, I don't think they care.